Okay, I'm finally going to do this really quick. I'm going to do several short videos and then try to get them hooked all together. What you need is just a basic plain green wreath, and I think this one is it's a 24-inch wreath, okay? Then you need about 5 of these sprays, okay? That's where we're going to start, and then I've got this here to decorate with the other day, and then I've got the stuff that I came across, like I've got some of this, and then all of that in there won't really go with what I have. Well, these might, but we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to stop this right here, and I'm going to set up the tripod, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. The only other things I forgot to mention was some green floral wire and some cutters, okay? Now what I've done, the wreath started out like this. What I'm doing is I'm just finding, okay, the form has a double ridge of wire here. And what you want to do is get this open and flat. That's the first thing you do when you get one of these. And I'll show you what we're going to do next. You want to get these all so that they're all open like this. And I haven't been doing a lot of videos because I haven't had the house to myself, and it's hard to do it with the guys in the house because you know how they can't they can't resist getting on camera. It's a guy thing, I think. Okay, because I even got Tesla here on the table with me. He thought I put this piece of tablecloth down for him. I got this piece of vinyl tablecloth out of the remnant bin at Joann's, and I use it for things like this to protect my table. Alright, so now I've got this open all the way around. You can see the opening in the frame here. Alright, now what you're going to do, I went ahead and I took all the price tags off all my pieces. I'm going to use this, these are called evergreen sprays, and what I'm going to do with these is we're going to use these as our fillers, okay? And what you want to do is you're going to install these all in the same direction. So whichever way you start, you keep going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this between the 2 layers of wire. Remember, we've got 2 layers of wire. Now at the store, the florist has that heavier cutter and she can cut these, but I don't, so I just install it, the whole piece, okay? And generally I'd have a bunch of pieces already cut of wire, but I didn't think that far ahead. So I'm going to unroll some wire and just cut some maybe 6 or 8 inch pieces. Probably 4 for each spray that we are attaching here. And what this does is it just beefs these up. That's what I call it, beefs them up, makes them fuller. Alright, when you're attaching your wire, you want to use the part of this, attach it down where the stem is like this, because up here basically this is just where it's stuck onto the wire. So put that down there and go around your wire frame with the wire. And yes, I'm using green floral wire, so this is going to be hard for you guys to see, I'm afraid. But I'm trying to get this fed through here. If I can just find it. There we go. Okay, now that's around the wire, and I'm just going to twist it. Twist it and twist it. You don't want to twist too long or you'll end up with, pieces of wire. And then leave about a 1/2 inch and clip it off and fold your wire down. Get another piece of wire. And the whole reason I'm using these lengths of wire like this is so that I have room to get down in. We want to work our way down and find the wire. We're going to wrap the wire around the frame wire and around the stem of the evergreen piece. We're going to twist it tight too. The tricky part comes when you get toward the end. Okay. I'm going to cut that free and bend this down a little. Okay, then we're going to come over here, get another piece of wire. And go around the stem. And twist this around. Okay. And then cut this here. Bend that down. I might use this little short piece I just cut free because I think I can get it. Down here you want to end up with like 3 sections where you've tied it with one of these, because this is quite stout and it will it'll work against you and your lightweight wire, if that makes any sense. Now if I had a battery operated light set, I could add that to this and make this a lighted wreath. But I didn't think to buy one, and maybe next year we'll do one that's lighted. But this year I don't have the funds. We have a lot going on that I just haven't shared. But everything will be all right. A new year's beginning. Lots of new things can happen. I lost hold of it because it's green. I can't see it. Okay. So I'm just twisting this like this, and see how that's tied up against the forms wire. That's what you want. Okay, leave a little bit so you're not, you know, cutting your where you've twisted it, because that's what's holding it. Okay, now we've got that like that. You're going to grab another one, and you want to make sure that the top half of this covers the section that you just bent around. Okay, and we're just going to do that again and again and again until I've used all 5 of these. You want to use all 5 of them, and when I'm finished with that, I'll come back and I'll show you how we fluff it up and make it all look like it all goes together. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, I actually only added 4 of these, okay, because there wasn't quite room enough to get them all on. I didn't overlap enough, but we're going to go with it. What you want to do now is work some of your greenery from your wreath in between the branches of the... Okay, I'll see if it still keeps recording. It cut off for some reason. Just work your greenery from the wreath in amongst the limbs of the pieces you just added and blend them in. Try to keep your pine cones where you can see them. Piece back to the middle. A lot of this is just fiddling with it to make it look full. That's why you added the extra branches, because these wreaths are kind of puny when you first, you know, you're just buying them. Pull that one to the middle. Want to hide that pine cone there. Alright, and so you're just going to keep doing that until it looks full. Alright, I'm going to let you go and I'll come back when I'm done. Alright, now it's all plumped up, looks full. And what we're going to do now is I went and got the bow that I made a couple weeks ago. And I've added a big long piece of wire, threaded it through, twisted it. And now this will give me a way to attach it to the wreath. And I'm going to put it down at this off to the left on the wreath. And I'm just going to work in here. Tesla's already climbed in the middle of the wreath once. And I'm just going to wrap my wire to the back side. I can plump that back up if it gets crunched. And just twist and twist and twist the wire here. And to keep it from falling off, I'm going to feed my wire under the frame and wrap it one more time like this so that it's attached to that in the back. Okay, and I know I'm wasting wire. I can save some of this for something else. Fold that down in, poke it in. Flip your wreath back over, and now see we've crunched the bow, so we gotta beef it back up. Okay. So when I hang it, it'll hang on the door like this. Okay. We're gonna add a bunch of stuff to it. I might shorten these a little bit. We'll see. And I'll fiddle with it some more. Alright. There's that. Okay. Now I got to pause it one more time here and get the glue gun going, okay? Alright, I got tired of waiting on the camera to charge, so I've gone ahead and I completed my wreath, so I'll just talk you through what I did, okay? Because I've got it hanging on the door now. And there it is. And I did not shorten my ribbon. I like it like that, so I'm going to leave it like that. We'll go in closer here. The first thing I did is you'll see these like fern pieces like this. I had two long stems or picks, and what I did is I cut them into just little sections, and I did one that pointed to the outside, the next one points to the inside of the wreath, to the outside, to the inside, to the outside, to the inside, and to the outside. I glued those in with hot glue. And then I went back in with the picks like this that have holly berries and pine and these little other berries here. And I shortened the picks, I cut them shorter, and then I just stuck them in and glued them in place with hot glue. And I did them the opposite direction of every fern bow. This one doesn't have a fern, not a fern, yeah, a fern down here. This one doesn't have one, I just kind of stuck it in to fill that space. But see, I've got them opposite here, and here, here, and here. Okay, I did that all the way around. And then I got the little bulbs. I had 9 of them. I didn't use all of them either. But I've just put 1 or 2 here and there all the way around. And they're just hot glued in. I didn't use the other gold stem piece. I didn't think it really needed it. And what I did to kind of balance the bow on this side is I added an extra bulb or 2 toward the top of the wreath so it didn't look so heavy on the bow. So that is my completed wreath. So I'm sorry I didn't do all of it with you guys, but I need to get to bed here soon, so maybe next year we'll do another one. Talk to you later. Bye.